Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we are going to do question number 17 of your textbook. So let's start with question number 17. Here is the question. Calculate working capital turnover ratio based on sales and cost of goods sold from the following information of said company limited. Here are the informations. Here we are given cost of goods sold, non-current assets, non-current liabilities, gross profit, current assets, current liabilities. So here our formula for working capital turnover, if we find it out on the basis of sales, then our formula would be sales upon working capital. So here we are not given the amount of sales, but we know the formula of cost of goods sold, that is sales minus GP. And if we transfer GP to left hand side, here we can get the formula of sales, that is sales is equal to cost of goods sold plus GP. So here cost of goods sold is 32 lakh and GP is 8 lakh. So here our sales would be 40 lakh. Now we need to find out working capital. Working capital is equal to current assets minus current liabilities. Here our current asset is 5 lakh and current liability is 3 lakh. So 5 lakh minus 3 lakh, that comes to 2 lakh. 2 lakh is our working capital. Now we will put this amount on the formula. Here formula is sales upon working capital. So 40 lakh upon 2 lakh, that comes to 20 times. Now similarly, we will find out working capital turnover based on cost of goods sold. So here instead of sales, in numerator we will use cost of goods sold. So here our working capital is that is current asset minus current liability, that is we have already found it out, that is 2 lakh, and cost of goods sold is given in the question, that is 32 lakh. So 32 lakh upon 2 lakh, that comes to 16 times. Working capital turnover ratio shows the number of times the working capital has been employed in the process of carrying on business. Or we can say that from this ratio one can see that how many times the working capital generates. Higher the ratio, lower the cost of goods sold. Now let us see next question. Now let us do question number 18. Here is the question. From the following information of B Company Limited, calculate debtors turnover and collection period in days. What will be answer if collection period is calculated in terms of weeks and months? Assume 360 days of the year. So here we are given information about total sales, opening debtors, opening bills receivable, opening creditors, credit sales, closing debtor, closing bills receivables, and closing creditors. Now here our formula for debtor turnover is credit sales upon average trade receivable. In this ratio, meaning of debtor is considered account receivable, that is debtor plus bills receivable. Here if BDR is given, here BDR will not be deducted. So here we need to calculate average trade receivable. Formula for average trade receivable is equal to opening debtors and bills receivable plus closing debtor and bills receivable upon 2. So here opening debtor is 70,000 and opening bills receivable is 20,000 plus closing debtor is 50,000 and closing bills receivable is 6,000 divided by 2, that comes to 73,000. Now we will apply this amount in the formula. Here debtor turnover is equal to credit sales upon average trade receivable. Here we are given credit sale, that is 3,65,000 and average trade receivable is 73,000. So here our answer is 5 times. Now we have to find out collection period. The first we will find out collection period in days. We know that in 1 year there are 360 days. Here we are given that assume 360 days of the year. So here formula for collection period, if we are finding out it in terms of days, so here formula would be 360 upon debtor turnover. So here 360 divided by 5, that is debtor turnover. So our answer would be 72 days. And in terms of weeks, here our formula would be collection period is equal to 52 upon debtor's turnover. We know that in 1 year there are 52 weeks, so we will take 52 weeks. So 52 divided by 5, that comes to 10.4 weeks. Now in terms of month, we know that in 1 year there are 12 months, so 12 upon debtor's turnover, that comes to that means 12 divided by 5, that comes to 2.4 months. So here debtor's turnover ratio indicates economy and efficiency in the collection of amount due from debtors. Or we can say that this turnover shows that how quickly the collection is converted into cash or cash equivalent. Higher the ratio, better it is, since it indicates that debts are being collected more quickly. Now let us see next question. Now let us see last question. Question number 19. Here is the question. From the following information of C Company Limited, calculate creditors turnover and payment period in days. What will be the answer if payment period is calculated in terms of weeks and months? Assume 360 days of the year. Here informations are given. So here formula for creditors turnover is credit purchase upon average trade payables. So here we need to find out average trade payable. Here average trade payable is equal to opening trade payables plus closing trade payables upon 2. Or we can say that average trade payable is equal to opening creditors plus opening bills payable plus closing creditors plus closing bills payable upon 2. So here opening creditor is 45,000 and opening bills payable is 15,000, and opening creditor closing creditor is 40,000 and closing bills payable is 20,000 upon 2. So here we'll get 60,000. 60,000 is average trade payable. Now here we need to find out credit purchase also. Here we know that total purchase consists of cash purchase and credit purchase. And here the question we are given total purchase and cash purchase. If we deduct cash purchase from total purchase, we'll get credit purchase. So credit purchase is 6 lakh minus 2 lakh 40,000 is equal to, that comes to 3 lakh 60,000. So we will put this amount in our formula. Credit that is credit purchase upon average trade payable. Here credit purchase is equal to 3 lakh 60,000 and average trade payable, which we just found out, that is 60,000. So here we will get 6 times. Creditors turnover is 6 times. It indicates the number of times the creditors are turned over in relation to purchases. A higher turnover ratio or shorter payment period shows the availability of less credit. Now we will find out payment period. Here first we will find out payment period in days. So here our formula would be 360 upon creditors turnover, that is 360 upon 360 divided by 6, that comes to 60 days. And payment period in months, formula would be 12 upon creditors turnover, that is 12 divided by 6, that comes to 2 months. And in terms of weeks, here our formula would be 52 upon creditors turnover. So 52 divided by 6, that comes to 8.66 weeks. So here we have, with this, we have completed this chapter. I hope you would have understood this. That's all for today. Thank you very much.